Hey guys, Bisket with another video. So today I'm doing the long-awaited part 7 on how to make a FNAF fan game on Scratch. But just before we get into it, I want to show you something right now. Look right here, 81.1% of the people who watch me are not subscribed, and only 19% are subscribed. The 81% of y'all who aren't subscribed and still watch my videos, you guys should subscribe. I don't really ask for subscribers much, but after seeing this, it's kind of like, whoa. And they amount for 20,753 views. So you guys need to subscribe, please. Well, you don't need to, but you know what I'm saying. Subscribe! Okay, anyway. So last time we did the camera animation, which was pretty simple. We did the 2 camera buttons. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a new sprite. We are going to call the sprite static. Now this is going to be the static for the cameras, and yes, you can call it static too since we already have one. I'm going to put it underscore cam, static underscore cam, so I know it's for the cameras. So to make static, I'm pretty sure I already showed you this with the menu, so it's pretty simple. If you need a refresher, there, just make a black background, take a white, and then just go like this. Just put random lines everywhere. Doesn't matter where they are, if they intersect or anything. Just put random. Okay. After we've done that, we're going to duplicate it. And we're going to flip horizontal, duplicate it again, and flip vertical. So now we have 3 different ones. We have 3 different frames of static. So we're going to put in this, when flag is clicked, hide, because we don't want it to show immediately, that would not be good. And we want it to show, we want it to show in this little black box right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go when we receive, camera up, let's say wait 0.2 seconds, show, and we're just going to put 1 go to front on that. So that should be pretty good, but what we want to do is create the effect. So we want to do this, we want to go forever, next costume, let's put that in there, so now we have this and it looks like it's changing. We can actually, to make it look cooler if you want to do this, we can do switch costume to pick random 1 to 3, since we have 3. And there, that makes it look pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set a ghost effect so we can see through it. So ghost effect. I like setting my ghost effect to around 35. Kind of like that, which I think is good. Or 40, depending on whatever you want. Just customize the game. Now what we're going to do is we have to kind of size it, you know, to this. Because we can see right here that it doesn't exactly go on it, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to select it. We're going to select each one of these dots or lines by holding down Shift. Okay, once we're done that, we're going to hit this button, group, up here, which is going to group all of these things together. And what we want to do is we want to shape it to like the monitor screen so it actually looks good. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to group that. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to just stop this because we don't want this constantly going. Let's see. Okay. So now that we've done that, we can now shape it, and it didn't group together. Technical difficulties. So we're going to size it to the monitor. See, that's about good, and then we want to just do that, a little bit on the other side. And there, we size it to the monitor. I'm going to group that. What we're going to do is we're going to delete these. Sorry guys, we're just going to duplicate this one and do the same thing that we did. So flip horizontal, flip vertical. Okay, done. Now we got the static, and we're going to put a go to 17 on the X position, -8 on the Y position. So now it's going to look like this. And as you can see, that looks much better. But what we're also going to do is we have to do a bit more coding, and when I receive camera down, hide, because we do not want it to show at all when we have camera down. So anyway, that's pretty simple. And we're going to make sure that, yeah, let's see here, yeah, okay, we're good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the camera buttons. So let's create a new sprite, call this cam_1. And this is going to be our first cam button that we're going to be able to, see the rooms. So what we're going to do is, it's pretty simple to make a camera button actually, like it's extremely easy, like it's kind of a joke. So we're going to just take this gray, make it slightly darker. Actually, let's make it light. In the outline, we're going to make a darker gray, just like that. We're going to make the outline of it 4. So now we just got a button that kind of looks decently good. Let's change that outline to 7. There. Now what we're going to write inside of this is, I'm going to take black text. I usually use this one right here. We're just going to write cam1, and then this is going to be the stage. So we're going to put stage underneath. We're going to fit this text, of course, to be much better. There. And that's what a cam button is going to look like. Of course, it's going to be a lot smaller than that. That is massive and just doesn't look that good if we had that, and we couldn't fit all the cameras. But now we're going to duplicate that. We're going to do a simple tactic or thing. We're just going to darken the middle right here. There. We're just going to darken that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate it again. And we're going to make this green. There. So this is the regular one. This is what happens when your mouse pointer touches it. And then this is what happens when you click it. So we have a little bit of animation here. So what we want to do is when flag is clicked, hide, of course, we always want that. And now we're going to set the size to 50%, which looks way better. Actually going to do 35%, which is, yep. Let's open this. It looks pretty decent. We can even do smaller, let's say 25. Let's make sure it looks good here. Yep, looks good. Okay, set size to 25. Go to front, and we're going to put a forever go to front. Since we have 3 layers here, the monitor, the static, and the camera button, we want the camera button to always go to the front. So anyway, once we've done that, we're going to go when we receive camera up, wait 0.2 seconds, show, go to front, switch costume to costume 1. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to also do when I receive cam down, hide. Okay, now that we've set up the base code, we want to go if and then else, touching mouse pointer, switch costume to costume 2, just like that, and then else, we put switch costume to costume 1, and then just to make this easy, let's put a forever loop over that. So let's go here. See, it darkens when we put a mouse pointer over it, just to show you a little bit better. Darkens when we put a mouse pointer over it. Solid, that's pretty good, pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go, when the spread is clicked, broadcast new message, cam1. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go switch costume to costume 3. So now we have this. Changes, and it briefly goes to the green costume. And we click it. So that looks pretty good. That's a pretty solid camera right there. And what we're also going to do is we're going to add a sound effect. For this instance, I'm just going to use the standard FNAF blip sound effect. So it sounds like this. So that's what's going to happen when we click it. So start sound blip. Okay, and I'm going to make it a bit louder, of course. So let's do this. Click it. Okay, pretty good to me. Pretty good. Okay, now what we're going to do is nothing really happens exactly when we click this. And if you're wondering if we haven't set a set position, that's because we need a kind of map, which we're going to do after. I'm just going to show you how to do this. So we're going to create this new sprite, and it's going to be called cam_rooms. Just like this. And this is going to be the rooms that when we click on this, we're going to get a room. Like, we're going to see a room on the monitor. And what we're going to do in order to do this is just make a fairly basic room, and since this cam is called the stage, we're going to make a stage, of course. I'm going to take a little bit of time on this, so I'm just going to start a time lapse for you guys, so you don't have to watch this and the video isn't like 8 hours long. So anyway, guys, with that, let's get started. Okay, so anyway, once you've done that, what you need to do is you need to go into the code, go when flag is clicked, hide, of course, always do that. When I receive cam1, show, there, okay, and go to front. We have to put a go to front on it. And we're gonna switch costume to costume 1. And this is kind of how it's gonna work. So we're gonna have animatronics on here after and stuff, but not now, not now. So what we also want to do is when I receive cam up, wait, 0.2 seconds, show, because this is gonna be cam. You open the cameras as well. Go to front. Okay. So now what we're also gonna do is we're gonna go when I receive camera down. Hide, just because we need that for all this stuff related to the cameras. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to size this. So a really easy way to size this, and I just kind of figured this out, is convert it to bitmap. Now it will look a little pixelated, but you know that I can fix that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. I'm going to go this. Then now we're going to convert it back to vector, and we're going to size it to the monitor. That's obviously too small, but let's show the monitor just for a little bit of that. Okay. Go to front. Okay. There. Now we're going to size it to the monitor. There we go. Okay, now that we've done that, we're gonna go to 3628, and we're gonna do on both of those, and we're gonna do that here. Okay, now once we've done that, we should have a pretty solid base set up right now. So let me just show you. Okay, so now let's test the cameras. As you can tell, it works. Only issue is as you can tell, this shows up, and we have a layering issue because the static doesn't really show. Now we can fix this pretty easily by just playing around, essentially. Now we could just have, let's see, yeah, probably just do this, take out the go to front here. We need a forever go to front. Okay, so as you can tell, that looks fairly decent, but we got the sizing off a little bit on this. Just like that. Okay, there. So now as you can tell, there's no scrolling glitches either. It works perfectly fine. And there, so that's what we have now. Pretty good, and when we receive countdown, it all hides. Trust me, it's not like it does anything whack. Except the thing is, slight issue is that this, which is on the go to front layer when we receive cam up, what we're actually going to do is we're going to put a repeat 2 on that, which means we'll repeat twice. Repeat 2. Okay, there. Let's go down. Up. There, as you can tell, we got it working. So cam down, everything does not show. Cam up, everything shows, and the camera works. And there's no scrolling glitches either. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to create a new sprite. Oops, I did not mean technical difficulties, guys. We're going to create a new sprite, and this is going to be called cam_layout. So this is going to be the layout of the camera, so we're finally going to be able to put this camera button where we actually want it to go, which will be pretty nice, because it's going to look much, much better. So for this layout, I usually like doing this since it's hard to see. Just putting some black in the background. We'll delete it after, but I just like doing that so I can actually see what I'm doing. So now we're going to take our box right here, change the color to white. There. So, I mean, do the outline white. There. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to make a simple box right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add on to it. So we're going to go, let's say the animatronics come down this large hallway. Just like that. And then this room, this big room right here is going to be you. But they can also come from the side too. They can decide to come from the side. There. Okay, there. So right now that's a basic outline, and if you want, you can do something like this, for like a little backstage or something like that. And you know, let's do one more. There. Okay, so this is our layout. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the text. We're gonna put some text right here, and it's gonna say. We're gonna not have it as marker. We're gonna have it as this, and it's gonna say you. And we're actually gonna change the font to this. There. So right here in this box where we are, put you there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take away this black. And you can't really see it as well, that's why I put the black there. But we're going to duplicate this sprite and take the U away. There, so that's going to be our map. So for coding it, we're just going to, of course, do the standard when flag is clicked, hide. We're going to go when I receive cam up, wait 0.2 seconds, 0.2 seconds. Show. And what we're also gonna do, let me see here, what did we do for this? Okay. We're gonna go to front. We're gonna go switch costume to costume 1. And then we're gonna go forever. Next costume. So we're gonna go wait 1 second. So it's gonna look like this. You can actually change that to 0.8. Let's change it to 0.5. There, okay. So now we have this and it's blinking saying you, kind of like the actual FNAF thing. And then we're going to go when I receive camera down, hide of course. And what we're going to do is we're going to figure out where we want to put this thing. So I think we're going to put it here. And you know, we're going to change the size smaller, so let's say 85%. That looks around good. No. So set size to 85, and we're just going to do a slight ghost effect, so set ghost effect to, let's say, 25. There. Okay, now what we're going to do is that's pretty much all set up. We're now just going to make the camera button, so if we show... go to front. Let's say the stage is somewhere here. So let's put the camera button there and make it go to 45 on the X, negative 11 on the Y. And that will be good. So now we're going to test it, see if it works, and that will be the video. Okay, so it doesn't show up. We open the cameras. Okay, that's weird. Wait, let me try something. Okay, there. Let's see here. What we're gonna do with this is, of course, if it doesn't work, always put a repeat 2 on the go to front layer. Just like so. There. So it all hides. There, now we can see the map. We're gonna position it a little bit better because it looks kind of weird right now. So we're gonna position it a little bit upwards. So hide the static. Now let's make it go to here. So go to -8. 2. Okay. We're gonna drag the camera thing. We're gonna put it at 4510. 4510. Okay, there. Now that we've done that, we should have a solid thing. Yeah, okay, we do. So nothing, we can still scroll and nothing gets affected, there's no glitches. It shows up in the U thing. Going pretty well, and we can even do something that's going to make it a little bit cooler. We can just go forever, go to front. There. Okay, there. So now we have it as forever going to front. We can also do that with the cam as well. So camera. Okay guys, so here we have the basic camera system. It all hides. And it all shows up just like that. So, anyway guys, that was the end of the video. There's going to be more tutorials than this, of course, for the animatronics, time, etc. But anyway guys, on that note, hope you enjoyed and bye!